Okay, so Mukuro, Taka, Sayaka, Chihiro, and Kyoko. Those are the 5 that, well, kind of have 2 votes each. And one person saying Aoi needs to be there, you know, definitely or not. So we can replace... Yeah, we can replace Sayaka with Aoi. Okay. But, of course, I'm going to save Taka for as late as possible. Because, once again, you know. So we can start with Mukuro, aka Junko. I just need to pull up one thing real quick here because it's a combination of pure luck and not picking the wrong thing at the wrong time.
Thrills, chills, kills! Ta-da!
So who do we want to start with, considering Taka is last? And like always, we have to start by building the Monokuma Casanova. We always have to start with that. The others pulled up in the list will be, you know, random, but this one and the last one are always going to be the same. So Mukuro, aka Junko. Fair enough. And everything is gone, sadly. So what do we need for Monokuma Casanova? The same thing we did before. Greek statue, bag of screws, wrench, chisel, which means more screws, or no more chisels. So we need a lot of different things. We got 5 days to gather it. This is why I got up all the skills, because it should make this part trivial, really. Let's see, where do I want to start? Need some aluminum cans. Get 2 people on the cans. Get a handful of people on the chisels. Screws. And this isn't immediately useful, but we will want tree branches like you wouldn't believe for later. Or do I want to... No, I don't want to get tree branches now. I need to look at something here first. I need to remember what it was I needed for this. Yeah, it is tree. Okay, it is tree branches for this and the other thing. Okay. There we go. So, let's go start with Junko, huh? And now we finally get to use the trip tickets. To where we get to pick a room out of these 6. And I will say now that pretty much everybody's best responses here come from the dining hall. Just about everybody will be dining hall based, which gets annoying real quick. But anyway. So pure luck is going to play into this. And we will see pretty much the same thing here. So there are 3 questions you're looking for to pop up, and unfortunately we got the bad one of the 3. But those 3 are picked semi-at random from a list of questions you can get. Do you want something to drink? When I'm starving, it's burger time, or for breakfast, Japanese style is best. Out of those 3, the only one that actually scores you any heart points is this one.
Seriously?
And it only gets you a half heart. Keep in mind we need 10 hearts to advance with her, so if we are unlucky and get that every time, it's going to take 20 straight reactions. Hopefully it doesn't do that to us. That is really the gating factor in whether or not you can get 4 or 5 people done in one run. Still keeping up the model act, huh? You did just invite him to stare at your body. But every time we have to pick that answer, we're not going to get anything different. You've just seen the only response we can get for the burger question. So hopefully we will see the other 2 good answers.
Sorry. Okay then.
Okay, so we just need wrenches now for that, I believe. Yep, we just need wrenches now to get the Casanova built. We still need screws and tree branches and pin lights, but you know. You guys can work on the wrenches. You... a handful of you getting pin lights. Okay. So, let's see, yeah, we got a good one here. Let's make lunch and go eat somewhere, is one of her good questions.
For real?
And of course we gotta make it for her. And this text will never change as long as we pick that statement. I don't know if I'd want to make that promise, given everything. Yep, this is dating sim land.
Alright, so then...
This is... Okay. Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah, we totally need more of those.
See?
Okay, and we can build the bear. he gets his first backup. And we get that. So now we can start this, and how many books of poems can I make? Okay, now I just need sci-fi novels for that. Rulers, light bulbs, and sci-fi novels. There we go. You're too wiped. So, yeah, we will go with that. We'll worry about the last bit last. And as long as you use the trip tickets, they're a countdown to when you need to do the next, when you need to have the next Monokuma project done by, because he gives you exactly enough trip tickets with every successful Monokuma to get to the next Monokuma. And we get the same one. Luckily, it is still a heart.
For real?
And the same text.
Alright, so then...
And of course, still wants to go back holding hands after the date.
This... Okay.
Did not get enough sci-fi novels, huh? Yeah. Gotta continue to work on that then. So, sci-fi novels and small light bulbs would be the next two. Okay. I better switch some of them over. Okay. Yeah, good.
For real?
So I'm just gonna kind of speed through all this text,
Alright.
because we've seen it twice now. If we ever get her third heart question, I will slow down.
Okay.
I did warn everybody that school mode was a little grindy in multiple ways. We can go ahead and make that now. Still haven't been able to make that. And we can make that. Now we need sci-fi novels and... yeah, we'll go with Monokuma albums. Also need more of those, okay. Sci-fi and... albums. Yeah, that's mostly going to be everybody in one area, I think. Because there is one more thing that can happen on these trips. There's one more little thing. It usually takes a while, though. You generally need 6 or 7 hearts before it'll trigger. But it can trigger earlier. Or it could not trigger at all. That's happened before, too.
For real?
Most notably for me, excuse me, most notably for me on my run earlier, when I did this all, you know, just to 100% it, I couldn't get it to trigger for Taka. You don't have to have it trigger, but it is a little extra something.
Alright.
Okay then.
So we have one built. But he's not happy with it. Yes, yes it is. Exactly the same.
Hey! Hey!
But he's still not happy with it.
Yes, indeed. What are you gonna do?
So, even if he's not happy, he still gives us more trip tickets. So now we have to make the Monokuma entertainment system. So let's see what this is made out of. Mostly stuff we have to slap together. Pi calculators, microchips, binary converters, and welders. How many of each do we need? 5, 5, 3, and 1. Okay. Can't do any of those. Microchip 5. And binary converter 3. One welder. So now we just need pi converters, which are small light bulbs, and reference book. Okay. Small light bulbs, reference books. We can make that now. And Greek statue stuff. Which means I need aluminum cans and art supplies. Aluminum cans, art supplies, light bulbs, and books. Oh no, nobody's cleaning for a day. How will we survive? Aluminum cans. 4. Three, 4, and art supplies. Yeah, it's a pretty good bet a lot of the DR2 collectibles came out of this area. So we're still only at 4.5 hearts with Junko here. Ah, this is the other 1 heart statement. Is it hard being a model?
No way.
Uh-huh. Yeah, sure it is. Uh-huh. Still playing your role, I see. Oh well. Okay. So this is the same text you get.
So then...
The post-fade-out text depends on how many hearts the question is worth. So since these are all worth 1 heart, same text.
Okay then. What? Hey,
And once again, day off. So we've been reasonably lucky. Reasonably lucky to get so many 1 hearts. Yeah, I'm afraid that good luck was going to end sometime.
Seriously?
But at this point, we've seen all 3 good responses we have here, so...
Sorry.
we can just speed through the text because we've seen it all. But that should be 6 hearts now.
For real? All right.
So at 7 hearts, we are almost done getting her hearts up.
Cool.
And then we can
Okay.
forget about her until day 51. Light bulbs. So what else do I want besides light bulbs? The stuff to make Greek statues. There's that. Then I need welders. I need steering wheels. And And then I need whistles, dust cloths, and pie calculators, even though that's not really supremely useful. Yep, day 51, the final day. The day when he gives you the final whole spiel at the end in the gym. So I just need a whole lot of small light bulbs. I didn't make a welder, did I? Oh well, I'll make it. I need a metal plate. Big deal. Six. Back to cleaning. There we go.
For real? All right.
Okay then.
Let's do it!
And oh good. Energy refill for one person. Okay. So, welder and 5 pie calculators. Welder. Build that. Whistles, dust cloths, and more pie calculators. So whistles and dust cloths it is. Okay. Gonna need tree branches. Always more tree branches with us. Aha, here we go. We get the other thing that can happen here. We get a bullet time event. Where we basically get to read their thoughts and tell them something that's going to alleviate their fears. We have unlimited time. Yeah, we get to peep on their inner thoughts. And this can happen at any time that's worth a full heart. We have two choices. We can either be affirmative or negative. So we get her inner thoughts. Nothing's going according to plan. How long is it going to keep going? But still. Kinda having fun, huh? Doesn't quite understand her feelings. Can't seem to calm down. What's happening? Is it because Makoto's been spending so much time with me? So we need to either affirm or negate one of the statements here. And concentrating. We can concentrate indefinitely if we need to. But in this case, we need to negate... the last statement.
No, that's wrong.
Remember, these were her inner thoughts, so we just jumped on silence by going, "No, that's wrong!" So she's going to be really confused here. Or she's going to take it in stride, one of the two, but you know. Well, right now we all kind of live in one world, don't we?
But more important, come on.
Yeah, she can relax around Makoto.
Aw. Yeah.
Fair enough.
All right.
Okay. So that should be Heart 9, and I will confirm it with the Monokuma chart
Okay,
before
then.
we spend our last trip ticket there. But that is essentially all that can happen during the first part of Junko here.
Isn't that weird? See ya.
Yeah, we get to shoot a psycho bullet at her. And now we have all the tools. So really, there's not a lot left we need to worry about. Just because we will need these things for later. Especially the freaking paint. Because that will save us time later. Okay. And people are down, so... There we go. But mainly since we have that done, we don't have our next target in hand, so just build as many of the processed goods as we can, and all this, just in preparation for the future things here. Since we don't really need any more cheat sheets or anything like that. And second thought, let's gather up as many tree branches as we can to make more paint, because we will need that for the final project. Okay. And no, you can't go on a date with Monokuma. So Junko is sitting there at 9 hearts. When you get to the 10th heart, she is locked in.
Well?
So with luck, we will get a 1. We will get a 1 heart. Without luck, we will get a half heart. Do we have luck? No, we do not.
Seriously? Yeah. Sorry.
So we will have to spend 1 more time with her.
Okay then. Sweet dream. Isn't that wonderful? See ya.
Okay, we'll need watercolors. That's good. Where are the recipe books? Over here. Everybody else gets recipe books.
For real? Alright.
Okay, and that will be 10 hearts with her.
This. Okay.